What's going on, y'all? It's JD Piquel. Today on CFB with JD, we're going to break down Auburn's trip to College Station to play Texas A&M. Welcome into CFB with JD, the channel that is for the people, by the people, with the people. I sit in this chair, y'all drive it. Armstrong Sims and Jack McKenzie put out content. We want to do the content that y'all want to see, a video nearly every single day, so go ahead and subscribe and get yourself your fix. I know you're a junkie just like me. So number 13, Auburn at number 14, Texas A&M is our People's Choice game of the week. What is that, you ask? It's the poll that we do weekly. It's the People's Choice because y'all vote on the game that you want to see broken down and we put it on the channel. So for this week, A&M and Auburn captured 83% of the vote. So y'all were very, very clear about which game you want to see broken down, so we're going to get right to it and not waste any more time. Auburn a week ago is coming off a huge win against Ole Miss. I didn't think they were going to be able to do it. Vegas thought they'd be able to do it. Vegas shows that they know more than me on occasion, and the house always wins, and Auburn found a way to get a huge win, like I said, against Matt Corral and company. So they're trending upward. Texas A&M has looked like a completely different team since they shocked the world and Alabama in College Station. Still one of my favorite videos of all time is seeing the kicker's family just break down and cry after he made the game winner. So cool. Gives me goosebumps. Bo Nix has been playing well enough to win if you're Auburn. Every single week, is it going to be good Bo Nix? Is it going to be bad Bo Nix? Lately, it's been good Bo Nix. He's been doing just enough to win football games. They have a great running back in Tank Bigsby. He's been carrying the mail for them as he goes, the offense goes, but you can only go as far as your running game goes if your quarterback's able to capitalize off of that. Now, against top 25 competition, he's been a little bit more iffy. Only 3 passing touchdowns. That was a stat. I had to do one of these, rub my eyes, make sure I wasn't seeing things. I wasn't delusional from the Braves winning the World Series because I thought I was delusional then too. But they've still been able to find a way to win even with Bo Nix playing good, not great. The defense is what makes this whole thing happen. They've been allowing 22 points a game. That's good. You're going to put yourself in a lot of football games if you're only giving up 22 points a game. That's top 50 in the country. Now, on the flip side, they're allowing 141 yards rushing. You got to win at the trenches. 141 yards rushing isn't horrific, but it's also not going to cut it against A&M because they got Isaiah Spiller. And the run game for A&M as a whole is averaging 5 yards a carry. 5 yards a carry, I don't know if we're a lot of math wizards watching this show, but 5 yards a carry, that's 2 plays, that's a first down. I'm not great at math, but I had to look that up, check the calculations, carry the one. It is, in fact, 10 yards, which is, in fact, a first down. So Zach Calzada is the man who has stepped in at quarterback, and his claim to fame has been beating Alabama. Since then, he's been average. I mean, he's around 55% completion percentage, which is fine. It's not great. It's not anything to write home about. Probably not good enough in the long run, but they've been taking care of business and just reeling off wins. I believe it was South Carolina and Missouri they've had big wins against, and they haven't even been close. So it's safe to say this team has been playing with a swagger ever since they got out of College Station with an enormous win against what was at the time I believe it was number 1 Alabama. Defense, similar to Auburn, is what makes this whole thing go for them. They're allowing 16 points a game on defense, and that, I think, is one of the big keys to the game. The defense of A&M is going to get after Bo Nix. The 12th man in College Station is going to get after Bo Nix. Loud crowd, good defense, usually don't make well for a very comfortable setting for a quarterback, especially a streaky quarterback like Bo Nix. Now, I'm a guy that pulls for Bo Nix. I like the way he plays. He's gritty. He's tough. He grew up being an Auburn guy. His dad played quarterback at Auburn. He would go in the backyard and dress up in Auburn attire and pretend he was the quarterback for the Tigers. I love that story. Unfortunately, stories don't win you football games. Bo Nix, to win this game for Auburn, you have to be special. You can't be average Bo. You can't rely on the run game. You can't rely on your defense to bail you out. You have to be special. What do I mean by that? I mean, you probably need 3 touchdowns on your own in this game. Whether it's passing, whether it's rushing, it doesn't matter. Total touchdowns needs to probably be at least 3. Because they're going to take away the run game. They're going to take away Bigsby from you. They're going to put it all on your shoulders, 10, and say, all right, beat us. Because they don't think you can. For A&M, can you be two-dimensional? Because this Auburn defense, like I mentioned, they're not going to roll over either. They're going to give you all you can handle. Isaiah Spiller is a great back, but he's going to have his work cut out for them with this Auburn defensive line. Because they're going to come, and they're going to come hard. They're going to come at you. They're going to give a good push up front. So it's going to be a grudge match there. Can you be two-dimensional? Because Zach Calzada, to the same token, they're trying to take away the run game for A&M, and they're just going to try and essentially make Zach Calzada beat them. So Zach Calzada, can you make enough plays like you did against Alabama to allow this team to win the football game at home? I think the home field advantage is crucial, and I think that A&M wins the game and covers 4.5. Now, why do I think that? Because I just straight up believe A&M is going to win Atlanta scrimmage. I'm a former running back, so maybe I'm biased. This is a big stat I look at every single week is the run game, but the 5 yards of carry by Isaiah Spiller, just under 200 yards a game as a team, that moves the needle. I think they're able to extend drives. I think they're able to assert their will and assert their dominance on Auburn early and probably honestly wear on them into the third and fourth quarter to pull away. I think they win. I think they cover the 4.5. I think they get after Bo Nix quite a bit. So there you have it. A&M wins the People's Choice Game of the Week. I'm just going to say it. We're 2-0 so far in the People's Choice Game of the Week. So I probably just jinxed us, but who cares? Appreciate you tuning in. The party will roll on. Subscribe for all the college football content that you know and love. We will see y'all next time.